Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I'm Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a material overview. We're going to look to see the opportunities, the material things you desire, how the blessings are going to show up, or maybe if there's a bridge of instance, we're going to check to see that. We're going to start out with the coffee cup, then move on to the tarot. But I'm going to do a different application to the tarot today. We have some oracle here and a card that is going to give us the tune what's happening in your life. Okay, if you enjoyed this message, by the way, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. That way we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's open up the coffee cup and see the blessings, see the abundance showing up for you. Okay, I see here in your heart space already there's a pathway opening. And this is like turning into a desire, actually. Okay, this is the bridge of incidents, exactly what's actually going through my mind. It seems like you might maybe find yourself in an environment or get an offer to do something. Initially, it can seem like something really emotional to you because the tears most of the time indicates tears. So this can be about something you're feeling emotional, or something in the past that maybe you wanted to do it but you didn't have the chance to do it. Now you don't want to do it anymore because it reminds you all the memories. But the thing is, though, it's this time those things are going to go through. For some of you, this may be even moving to another country. Maybe you apply for certain things, but you didn't get them. And I know those kind of things really takes longer time than 4 weeks. However, this can be the first week. In a week, you might really start to get the inspiration and the feeling. Now this is going to work out. Okay, it doesn't have to be like moving out, but it is outside of a comfort zone. It can even be in an area that you're not an expert. Okay, maybe you're a great teacher, but you don't really practice what you're teaching. But this can be about actually going in the field and practicing managing a situation. With tears of joy coming down here, it seems like it is going to be something satisfying for you. Another thing my eye caught, there's a second desire also coming. The bottom of the cup is the unseen stuff, and I see someone standing here. There's a person, only the silhouette of this person we see. So there are going to be people involved in the situation. The thing that you're desiring can be even requiring a certain person's approval. It seems like they're all going to go through. The second tears of joy coming in within the second week, towards the end of the second week, can be something which is going to take a little longer than usual, but it seems like it's flowing. It's good energies. The thing caught my eye. First, I saw here a sword getting unsheathed, I think, getting out of its cover. So this can be about, sword is about communication, speaking, and there might be someone or a situation that you are keeping it quiet. Aries, I know, they usually do not really wait to speak up for too long, but I feel like here there might be something that you didn't have clarity. That's why you maybe didn't want to look like you don't know what you're talking about. That's why you have been patient with the situation for a while now. Thing is, though, the sword is coming out. This sword is the word, the communication, the truth. Like you are seeing the truth, finding out what's happening in that situation and starting to speak about it. This doesn't mean war. This means that you are going to take over. This is going to be conquering the situation here. And this kind of reminds me also a cross, not the cross, but the plus. Let's go with that idea. Plus is something that adds up. And it seems like here, your patience, your waiting is going to add up. You're going to see the results really fast in a positive. Plus also indicates positive, in a positive way here, okay? Now I'm going to go through the rest of the things. The first week also I see inside of there are 2 pathways opening. For some of you, this can be going one path and then having a conversation with someone sitting down. I see someone's face right here. There's even a candle with a birthday cake. Maybe you're going to get invited to a birthday. What do we have? September. This is the Virgo. Maybe a Virgo that you know might be having a birthday within the first week. And you might be going. And 24th. After the 24th, it goes to Libra. Maybe you're going to have a conversation with a Libra or an early birthday you're going to celebrate. When you come back, you see how clear this is. You're going to have clarity, an idea of like maybe about a situation that has been taking a while now. This can be for some of you, maybe the decision of moving with this person or investing with this person, creating a business with this person, or maybe apart from them. Or this can be even maybe you have been waiting for them to do something in order to invest something in, but it seems like this is going to give you clarity. It can be together or separate, but you're going to have a bright new idea after you talk to this person. And I know I'm going to look into the card, but I keep seeing shapes, so I'm going to continue. I see here someone actually galloping, riding this big, massive horse towards you. And I see someone's face here. There's a feminine character who is maybe divinely blessing you, sending you blessings, and that blessing is going to affect the energy is moving faster. This can also be someone that like you are getting clarity with. I said a Libra, maybe a Virgo. This, I feel like this can be someone different as well. But feminine energy here. I see number 3. This can be a creative feminine that you are going to maybe have a conversation with them. You're going to talk to them. And I see that you're looking really small next to this person. This person might be older than you or have more experience than you in a field. And it seems like you're going to make a decision. As soon as you make the decision after the conversation, your desire is going to start to gallop towards you, okay? We're going to get back to that because it's not, we're going to go see what's happening within the 3rd and the 4th week. But let's check this out, okay? The card you have is the Judgment Day, guys. And I can see the Judgment Day happening here. You can see the angel is actually blowing the horn. The angel of Israfel. I checked it out the other day. And waking the dead up. So it's the Judgment Day. The thing about the Judgment Day is if you have been going through a situation that maybe you want a compensation or you are retired but you didn't get what's meant for you, it can be indicative of the truth coming out, that everybody's sins and goods and the bads and everything is going to come to surface, and everybody gets what they are worthy and deserving. That's whatever is your right is going to come and clarify, and you're going to receive it beautifully. Let's get back to your oracle message. We have a bird with 2 heads here. Can be Gemini energy, or this can be like merging 2 different ideas or 2 different directions into one. We have a call for courage for you. Your lack of courage is what is stopping you from achieving your goals. The thing is though, Aries, I don't know if this is even fitting with you, because the Aries that I know are extremely courageous and they do not afraid of trying new things. So I feel like when you hear this, you know what this means. You know what this is, this area in your life that you are lacking courage, okay? This is very specific to you, because most of the things when it comes to social life, work life, Aries are extremely confident because most of the time they know what they're doing. So this is something about you don't know what you're doing, okay? And this can slow down or stop your intentions from coming to fruition if you are lacking courage in that situation. If your manifestations feel a little delayed, ask yourself if you are brave enough to step into the power of what you're calling in. Cloves are amazing little helpers. They bring bravery and assurance that is needed right now. Clove, you can make a clove tea, or some people burn them and stick them around the candles and make an intention candle. So you can use that, and don't think of it in a way that I'm courageous in all areas, but maybe you're having issues with money. Money is coming, but it's not staying with you because maybe you don't believe it's safe to stay with you. So this is going to come to this time, the full moon, the lunar eclipse, and we're going to have solar eclipse. All these energies are coming forward to illuminate and eliminate this thing, okay? So be tuned to it. You will need a handful of cloves, a bowl, a red cloth, or envelope to wrap the cloves in. Place a handful of cloves in a bowl on a windowsill, ideally facing east or in a spot that gets some sun. Repeat the incantation 3 times over the cloves. Cloves of courage, make me brave. May these magical cloves pave the way. Faith and trust will come today. May this magical feeling be here to stay. When the sun goes down, wrap them in the red cloth or red envelope. carry them around in your pocket or a bag for a week. Okay, hopefully I will try this too, even though I'm not Aries. It seems like here this is going to be about clearing what's holding you back. Okay, so maybe like you have a certain amount of income, you want to increase it. Every time you get a little bit more, a lot more goes out. Okay, that can be also something blockage that you need to be attuned to. And let's get back to the third week here. I see someone, yeah, you see that you are actually holding here a cornucopia in your hand. And I know cornucopia is a basket and a bowl, but I feel like here this is actually filled with those beautiful fruit juices that was inside of it now. Now this is a tool that you're using and drinking from it. So it seems like here something is preventing you to enjoy what you're already created, and also you're going to get the chance to start enjoying that. Okay, very I feel in a lot of thing though, you actually have like little wings here, but the devil's horns. Maybe you're feeling like when you have fun, this can be dangerous. This makes you dangerous. Okay, or fun can only be only the dangerous things can be fun. Maybe there are certain things that coming to me, but it doesn't have to be any of that. Cornucopia is actually, I think it comes from the Roman timeline. So this can be indicative of like having too much pleasure goes into the aspect of the sin. So there's going to be a conflict here. I see the conflict. When you have fun, the devil shows up. So the conflict is going to come to the surface so you can put a light on it. Okay, you can catch it. The thing is, though, another thing here, there might be a devil whispering into your ear. Devil can be a Capricorn. Devil can be someone extremely passionate and like ambitious about work, getting things done. So maybe this is a person that whenever they have fun, after work, they're not really judging themselves, but they're judging you. So that's going to be also an issue for you here, which is a good thing. So you can actually find out what this is, and maybe you are avoiding to ask for more, ask for a raise, or go apply for the things that you desire to make happen in your life, or go after it. And this can be a person that is actually like whispering in your ear, oh, you don't get to do that, I do that. Okay, so it seems like you're going to have some sort of a push and pull. And I see there are two angels here, angelic beings, a masculine figure and feminine figure. I see letter N and H. Maybe Nathan and Hannah. Can be mother and father figures, or like younger energies as well. And they're coming here to like, they're looking at the devil energy in like awe, in a strange way. So this can be two people actually telling you like their behavior, this person's behavior is not right. Okay, if you are going after something, if you desire something and this person is not approving it, you don't need their approval. Okay, when it comes to fourth week, I see that your massive hat you're wearing here, and you are actually like working on something. I see your heart is visible. So something that your heart truly desires is actually going to come into your life. Okay. The third week can be a little bit challenging to deal with this person's energy and maybe get support from this kind of good people, positive people. And then it seems like the fourth week, you're going to actually sit on your throne, sit on your desk, and wear the massive hat. The hat can be representative of an upgrade, promotion, and then you're gonna start taking care of business. And you're actually sitting on the desk by yourself. There's someone here falling down and trying to cling to you, but they don't really have much to hold you. Like they're just holding it like their tongue and the hand, so they might really try to speak and get to you, but it seems like if you don't allow, keep moving, you're not going to get affected by their energy. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific desire and intention, question, hold it in your mind. Very clear. Hold your desire in your mind, and it seems like here the things are aligning really fast. You see how fast it's flowing, and it's even merging, bringing a new thing with it. We have the crescent moon here. Crescent moon can be symbolizing a legal accomplishment, governmental success, getting an approval that you want, making peace with authority, conquering something that you have been working on. Can be indicative of getting a diploma, getting a degree. And I see here number two can be partnership. So after, actually when the timeline comes, it just goes up after the fifth week here. I don't usually go into the 5th week, but because the 2 is like this way, after you get that approval, there's a partner coming up for you that you're going to be partnering up with someone. I see there's a letter M as in Matthew, Mary, Matthias maybe, doesn't have to be like English name, can be something different as well. So in the first name or the last name. So this person is going to be a good partner and maybe even help you like bring more people together to complete a project if you have a specific project in your hands. Let's get back to the tarot now. We're gonna do a horseshoe spread because I want everybody to get good luck this month, okay? I want everybody to receive good news. If you're receiving good news, comment down below. You can say just good news. You don't have to write down everything, or you can just put a thumbs up and I know that you are enjoying yourself. And if you're waiting for good news, put that like hand, gratitude hand. I love that too. All right, guys. Let's see what's happening with this horseshoe. Let's see what's coming your way. What has been happening first? Knight of Swords. We had the swords in your hand. It seems like you have already put out there a desire you have. You have been already verbal. You spoke out. You take necessary action. Now you're waiting for the outcome for some of you. And it seems like in the present moment, the outcome is coming really fast. Okay, Lover's energy is also, because it's Gemini, even though it sounds like emotional, it has an intellectual side to it. This is your heart's desire. This is compatibility. This is coming together with people who really love and support you on your pathway. This can be about healing something. Like I said, maybe you have something you're holding on to that is blocking you, maybe holding you back. You're not showing your light. You're not shining as bright. And this is actually in the present moment. Seems like your past efforts, the things, the seeds that you have planted with the Knight of Swords energy, the verbal seeds, the affirmations, it can be the legal papers, the papers that you prepared, the mails that you have sent out, the emails, they're actually going to get a result to you. Another thing with a Gemini, it's an air energy, which is a fast energy. So even though you're an Aries, but you can pull from the other energies as well. And it seems like with the Lover's energy, you're pulling something closer to you, okay? Faster and closer to you. And let's see what the future holds. 4 of Wands, which is marriage. Marriage meaning doesn't mean going into the church and getting married. This is about marrying with your desire. This is going to be something helpful coming into your life. It's going to stay for the long term, but also it's going to help you. This is the finish line. Complete a project in your hand. Something maybe you have already started, worked on, spend a lot of time, and now it's coming to an end. You are actually completing that cycle and you're starting a new thing, and also celebrating it. That's another energy of the 4 of Wands. It's about celebration, people coming together, congratulating you and bringing you gifts, and maybe even asking for you to, okay, you have done a great job with this subject. Let's do it together. Let me pay you. Take care of that. I remember because I'm very detail oriented, I can fill out paperwork. I remember my friends, even though I have nothing to do with it, used to ask me, like, I pay you, fill out my paperwork. So it can be something like that can turn into a new business for you. Okay, let's see where you are at this time. Queen of Wands, this is your full-on feminine creative energy, confidence. You're oozing out confidence, and there's a side to you. Okay, this is your feminine side. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be female to tap into this energy. Feeling confident, gentle, loving, taking care of your black cat. You don't care about what people think about your black cat because you love unconventional things. You are not fitting in a box. Nobody can trap you, basically. Okay, this is your confidence showing off. When you stay in that energy, let's see, this is going to bring financial stability as well, a lot of resources as well. That creative energy is going to bring maybe even long-term security to you too, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who has resources. She utilizes them very well. She takes care of them. She grows them, and then she collects, like, she actually receives them, like utilizes them, and then She's the feminine energy, so the knights and the kings actually collect those things that she planted and brings her so she can reuse them or save them. Okay, so you're gonna get into that situation, seems like. The challenge is here, seeing your limitations. Eight of Swords, you see that you look at her hands. Her hands are not tied. She's not tied, but she's feeling her hands are tied. She can just drop that string off very quickly. Swords are not really blocking her, but they're behind her, around her, but there are ways around it. Okay? So it seems like here you're in a situation now. You think that your hands are tied. You cannot really do what's necessary to do. But the thing is, though, to understand the challenge is seeing that there are other things that you can do in the situation, okay? Recognizing, realizing, and applying. Application is also good. And I feel like here, 8 can be your timeline, 8 days maybe. We don't have the 8th day, but maybe 8 days from now, you're going to maybe the 18th of the month. Or 17th, yeah, makes an 8. You're going to actually like understand your limitation and drop it like a hot potato, okay? And the outcome is the artist that you imagine and the world creates it. God actually helps you create it, okay? You are going to be artist position. The outcome is beautiful, so that's why I feel like, yeah, it showed up in the cup. There are some limitations, can be physical limitations as well. I don't want to just put it into mental work. The Swords energy is mental. However, maybe at this time you have physical limitations. Lovers can also indicate healing, health matters. Maybe you really want to do something. You have the material, but you don't have the physical capability. It seems like here, the artist, the outcome is, yes, you're going to have the opportunity to create those things. And the lovers can be indicative of health and healing. So when you start healing, maybe physically, mentally, spiritually, you're going to get outside of that challenge here, okay? It's very good. It's a very good reading. I love this for you. We have already, we're going to pull a spirit animal, but we already have horse right here, which is actually wish fulfillment, galloping towards a new future. Cat indicates a little bit selfishness, basically. Selfishness, not in the sense of like narcissism. It's the sense of first taking care of yourself. Okay, I always give the example of putting the mask on yourself before the child, like on the planes, basically. First taking care of yourself, then you can take care of others. Okay, if you need to. Let's see your spirit animal. We have a seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. We have 5 and 3, which makes number 8 here. So I feel like seahorse is in the animal kingdom, seahorse, the male one only gives birth. So this can be indicative of maybe there is a seahorse out there for you, as someone masculine energy who is loving, supportive, and they are going to bring you the necessary resources. Maybe it's time to just be in the observing mode, what's happening, rather than taking massive action. Because it seems like the Knight of Swords, you have already taken necessary action. Now it's time to collect the fruits and enjoy yourself, okay? I'm going to pull an activation card. Let's see what you're activating in your energy field today. And by the way, these readings are intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So if you haven't watched them yet, go ahead, check those ones out as well. I'm going to be posting the other fire signs, the rest of them today. And we have authority, guys. Okay, this is like full of Aries. I love that for you. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Okay, so now I'm starting to think the seahorse can be that kind of a loving, gentle authority coming into your life, or maybe this authority is going to hand you over there. So utilize it, use it very well. Okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. And I would like to thank you for joining me here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.